Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the upcoming storm that is impacting millions throughout the United States. To start off with our local weather forecast, currently it is raining and is expected to continue to do so until tomorrow, or until we could be seeing a quick burst of mixed precipitation. And then any precipitation should be gone by the end of the day on Friday. To start off, we will be seeing rain throughout the evening today, with a couple claps of thunder throughout the evening possible, and then thunderstorms possible, and not just isolated claps of thunder with the steady rain coming in by midnight going into the overnight hours. And then a couple claps of thunder possible tomorrow morning, especially early, and then that should switch over to just mainly a rain, and then getting cooler over time. With the temperatures, tomorrow we could be seeing temperatures rising into the mid-50s, and then dropping off as we get further into the day on Friday, with a low in the lower teens approaching higher single digits. With the rainfall amounts, we could be seeing half an inch to closer to a couple inches here, and then I'd also watch out for the strong winds, as we could be seeing the winds pick up, especially as we go over time into Friday, with winds 20 to 30 miles per hour possible, maybe even 30, closer to 35, and wind gusts approaching 45 or maybe even more than that. Tomorrow, with the quick burst of mixed precipitation or snow, we may not see any snow accumulation. We probably won't, but you'll definitely see it, because it will be in the afternoon. But again, it probably won't accumulate. So as I said, by Friday, by the time we get into Friday, we'll be getting into a cooler rain, and eventually we could be seeing a quick blast of light to moderate snow or sleet before the system, for the precipitation at least, moves out. But we could still be seeing breezy conditions as we get into Saturday, and then maybe even into Saturday night. But the wind should be moving out by then, but then it will be frigid. Of course, Saturday will be Christmas Eve, and it's going to be frigid, especially in the northern parts of the country going into the upper plains. Also, the wind chill values, we could be seeing near zero, maybe even going below zero at times for our area, and that is saying something for our area, especially for December standards. Alright, moving on to the National Weather Service page. You may recognize this website from the past, whether you've visited it or you recognize it from any of my previous videos. You may not, since it's been a while. So, if you do not remember, it is all the watch warnings and advisories in all the different colors, and in the white, it doesn't show any warnings issued. That may not mean that there's nothing going on, it's just that nothing needs a warning, watch, or advisory issued. So with this storm impacting widespread portions of the country, almost all of the country in fact, if not all of it, of the lower 48 at least, you could see a lot of different colors, and this is the most impacts I've seen on this page in a while, if not in the entire time I've looked at this page. So definitely, as I said, widespread impacts throughout the country, mostly due to temperatures and wind chills. So in that light blue color, you'll see the wind chill warnings. There are also blizzard warnings, winter storm warnings, as well as hard freeze warnings going on throughout the east and central portions of the country. And then, of course, you could see in our area we have the wind advisories and then the high wind watches and warnings scattered about, particularly in the interior northeast going into Maine. You can also see the freeze watch in Florida showing how far south this cold air is moving. And then I just want to mention how large the blizzard warning area is and the winter storm warning area is. The blizzard warning goes for North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan, as well as stretching towards Montana and Nebraska, as well as Indiana, getting close to the borders, if not a few counties along the borders being in there. Impacts will be widespread, as I previously said. So I'll be watching for that, and keep a close eye on weather conditions. Alright, going on to the SPC, or Storm Prediction Center, we do see the current radar imagery, and well, really the radar with the rain and snow. There are 2 marginal risks up for North Carolina and Florida, and a general thunderstorm risk for the East Coast going into our area. The thunderstorm risk, you can see we have a 10%. And then the mesoscale discussion, hazard is blizzard, it's ground blizzard conditions will continue through 0 UTC before gradually diminishing. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, of course. And then that looks to be about it with the SPC, what I want to go over. Just a general thunderstorm risk, and then not really much going on beyond 3 days with thunderstorms. The main threat is now the cold air as it is going through the country. Brief tropics, we have Tropical Cyclone Ellie and Tropical Cyclone Darian, which just looks to be weakening a little bit, but it looks pretty intense. And then we have 2 invests. Alright, looking at this storm, we see the cold air moving through. And then looks like a new run is trying to load, but after this we could be seeing some clipper systems, and then watching for a mid-January, maybe even early January storm that will bring impacts. But right now it looks like it's going to be pretty frigid, especially for on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, of course. Today is the 22nd. And then maybe a slightly warmer Christmas before the cold air slowly moves out, and then we could be seeing a quick warm-up until conditions vary, and then confidence is lowered by then. But we will be continuing to monitor the system, these systems to come. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching.